Hi everyone, this is the video that goes along with Online Work 41. We're still finding surface area of cylinders, but today I need to, for this activity, I need you to understand where the formula comes from, not simply plug in the numbers, because we're going to manipulate the formula a little bit for different situations. So let's just review what I did on the last video. I found the surface area of this can of tomatoes by finding the lateral area. Remember, the lateral area goes around the side. I got that by wrapping this paper around it and finding the area of the paper and the area of the two circles. And that helped us come up with this formula. 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. And what I need to make sure you understand is which part of this formula deals with the lateral area, the area of the paper that went around the side of the can, and which part of that formula was the circles, the top and the bottom of the can. Hopefully you know that this is the lateral area. Goes around the side of the can where I wrapped that paper around. And this 2 pi r squared is the circles. It's the top and the bottom. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of different things here. One thing that we're going to talk about is how to find the surface area of a cylinder if it doesn't have a lid, if it only has a top. Let's say you're using it as a vase for flowers, so you only need to go around the side of the can and the bottom, but you're going to leave the top open. So if it doesn't have a lid, you don't have a top and a bottom circle, you only have a bottom circle. So we're going to just change this 2 pi r squared to just 1 pi r squared. You can put a 1 there, or you can just leave it right out. It doesn't really matter. So that way we're still finding the lateral area around the side of the can and the bottom, just not the top. So if this cylinder doesn't have a lid, we're still going to do 2 pi rh. So we're going to do 2 times pi times the radius, which is 5. Be careful, 10 is the diameter. Times the height, which is 6. Plus just 1 pi r squared, or I'm just going to write it as pi times 5 squared. You don't really need the 1 in there. That's just the one circle, the bottom circle. Exponents first, so 5 squared is 25. So I'm going to call this 25 pi over here. Over here, 2 times 5 times 6 is 60 pi. So now I can just add my 60 pi plus my 25 pi, which is 85 pi. And then its area, surface area, so it has a label of square inches. Okay, that's how you find the surface area of a cylinder if it does not have a lid. Maybe you want to write this down so you have it. This is only if it doesn't have a lid. Now let me erase this. Let me put the actual formula for surface area of a full cylinder back up there. It's 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. And remember, this was the lateral area around the side of the can. This is the two circles, the top and the bottom. Now, this problem is only asking us to find the lateral surface area. So it doesn't care about the top and the bottom. It only cares about around the side of the can. So if I'm doing the lateral area, I'm only using this part of the formula. I don't care at all about the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to do 2 times pi times the radius times the height. So here the radius is 15. The height is 28. I can do 2 times 15 times 28, which is 840. So this is 840 pi. And then it has a label of square meters. Whoops, you can't really see that, can you? Not better? Okay, so again, make sure you realize, and I would write this down, if this is your formula for surface area of a cylinder, 2 times pi times the radius times the height plus 2 times pi times the radius squared, make sure you know that that's the lateral area. Make sure you know that that's the area of the two circles, the top and the bottom. Okay, so if it doesn't have a top, you just change that 2 to a 1. If all we care about is the lateral area, we just use this part of the formula. I hope that helps you with today's lesson. Let me know if you have any questions.